Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. To all the Muslims around the world and to those who seek the truth, today we continue with our uh, video titled Revealing, Exposing the Lies and Deceit of Christian Prince. Okay, he always quote that how come the Muslims are so hypocritical as to swear by the Old and New Testament, like what the prophet say, but whereas on the other hand, they claim that the Old and New Testament was altered. Okay, before this, already brief about what happened to the chronologies of the what happened to the older scriptures, because actually God send the message through the Old and New Testament, okay, but it was later altered by the scholars, and finally it was still retained in the Quran, which was guaranteed to be protected until the end of the time. So what is the proof that the Old and New Testament was altered? Okay, here I will give you the proof that some of the commandment at the Old and New Testament was preserved in the Quran, meaning that only the Muslim right in today's world is the one who is obeying the command of the true God. Okay, while the Jews and the Christian, they didn't follow because out of ignorance and because they are being fooled by their scholars. Okay, here we will go one by one, okay, to confirm that fact. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala said in the Quran, Surah Ali Imran, verse 3, indeed he has sent down upon you the book in truth, confirming what was before it, and he revealed the Torah and the Gospel. As they painstakingly denying, this proof that Torah or the Old Testament and Bible New Testament was revealed by the one and only God, but was later changed by the scholars. Proof number 1, the oneness of God. At the Deuteronomy verse 6 verse 4, okay, it was said that, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Okay, and even in the New Testament also it was stated that, as concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other God but one. This was confirmed by the Quran. Wa ilahukum ilahu wahidun la ilaha illa huwa rahmanur rahim. And your God is one God, there is no deity worthy of worship except Him, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 163. Second one is the circumcision. Okay, in Genesis 17:10, it says that this is my covenant, which you shall keep between me and you and your seed after this. Every man child among you shall be circumcised. And in Luke 2:21, and when 8 days were accomplished for the circumcising of the child, his name was called Jesus, which was so named of the angel before he was conceived in the womb. This was confirmed by the Prophet Muhammad, narrated by the Abu Hurairah, a companion of Muhammad, was quoted as saying, 5 things are fitrah. First, circumcision. Second, shaving pubic hair with a razor. Third, trimming the moustache. Fourth, paring one's nails. And last, plucking the hair from one's armpit. Hadith Al-Bukhari wa Muslim. Third one is your fasting. In Leviticus 16:29 and 31. And this shall be a statute forever unto you, that in the 7th month on the 10th day of the month you shall afflict your souls and do not work at all, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger that sojourn among you. Another one is, it shall be a Sabbath of rest unto you, and you shall afflict your souls by a statute forever. And in Matthew 6:16, moreover, when you fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. In Matthew 4:2, and when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And this was confirmed by the Quran. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu kutiba alaikumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. O you have believed, decreed upon you is fasting, as it was decreed upon those before you, that you may become righteous. Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, verse 183. The fourth one is give salam or salutation. In 1 Samuel 25:6, and thus shall you say to him that live in prosperity, peace be both to you, and peace be to your house, and peace be unto all that you has. And in Matthew 10:12, and when you come into a house, salute it. And this was confirmed by the Quran. O you have believed, do not enter houses other than your own houses until you ascertain, welcome and greet their inhabitants. That is best for you, perhaps you will be reminded. Al-Quran, Surah An-Nur, verse 27. And prostrating. And in Genesis 17:3, and Abraham fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, in Genesis 42:6, and Joseph was the governor over the land, and it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their faces to the earth. In Leviticus 26:1, you shall make no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land, to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord of your God. In Matthew 26:39, and he went a little further, and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will. This was confirmed by the Quran. وَرَفَعَ أَبَوَيْهِ عَلَى الْعَرْشِ وَخَرُّوا لَهُ سُجَّدًا وَقَالَ يَا أَبَتِ هَذَا تَأْوِيلُ رُؤْيَايَ مِنْ قَبْلُ قَدْ جَعَلَهَا رَبِّي حَقًّا وَقَدْ أَحْسَنَ بِي إِذْ أَخْرَجَنِي مِنَ السَّجْنِ وَجَاءَ بِكُم مِّنَ الْبَدْوِ مِنْ بَعْدِ أَنْ نَزَغَ الشَّيْطَانُ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَ إِخْوَتِي إِنَّ رَبِّي لَطِيفٌ لِمَا يَشَاءُ إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْعَلِيمُ الْحَكِيمُ. And he raised his parents upon the throne, and they bowed to him in prostration. And he said, O my father, this is the explanation of my vision of before. My Lord has made it a reality, and he was certainly good to me when he took me out of prison and brought you here from Bedouin life after Satan had induced estrangement between me and my brothers. Indeed, my Lord is subtle in what he wills. Indeed, it is he who is the knowing the wise. Al-Quran, Surah Yusuf, verse 100. And the sixth similarities is the swine. In Leviticus 11:7, and the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cut, he is unclean to you. In Matthew 7:6, give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and gain you. This was confirmed by the Al-Quran. Okay, I do not find within that which was revealed to me forbidden to one who would eat it, unless it be a dead animal or blood spilled out or the flesh of swine, for indeed it is impure, or it be that slaughtered in disobedience dedicated to other than Allah. But whoever is forced by necessity, neither desiring it nor transgressing its limit, then indeed your Lord is forgiving and merciful. Al-Quran Surah Al-An'am verse 145. 7 is about the dogs. Matthew 7:6. Give not that which is only unto the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and gain you. In Exodus 22:31. And you shall be holy men unto me, neither shall you eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. You shall cast it to the dogs. This was confirmed by Islam. Ibn Majah narrated from Ali bin Abi Talib that the Prophet, peace be and blessing of Allah be upon him, said, the angels do not enter a house in which there is a dog or an image, classified as Sahih by Albani in Sahih Ibn Majah. Number 8, unlawful sex. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Leviticus 20:10. It was confirmed by in Matthew 19:18. He said unto him, which Jesus said, you shall do no murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness. This was confirmed also by the Quran. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا إِنَّهُ كَانَ فَاحِشًا وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا. And do not approach unlawful sexual intercourse. Indeed, it is ever an immorality and is evil as a way. Al-Quran, Surah Al-Isra, verse 32. Number 9, covering of the woman. In Corinthians 1, 11:6, 11:13. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. Judge in yourself, is it comely that a woman pray unto God uncovered? This was confirmed by the Quran. And tell the believing woman to reduce some of their vision and guard their private parts, and not expose their adornment except that which necessarily appears thereof, and to wrap a portion of their head covers over their chests, and not expose their adornment except to their husbands, their fathers, their husbands' fathers, their sons, their husbands' sons, their brothers. Al-Quran, Surah An-Nur, verse 31. Number 10, stoned to death. Leviticus 20:10. And the man that commits adultery with another's man's wife, even he that commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. This was confirmed by the Quran, by the Hadith. Malik related to me from Nafi that Abdullah bin Umar said, the Jews came to the messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, and mentioned to him that a man and woman from among them had committed adultery. The messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, asked them, what do you find in the Torah about stoning? They said, we make their wrong action known and flog them. Abdullah ibn Salam said, you have lied, it has stoning for it, so bring the Torah. They spread it out, and one of them placed his hand over the ayah of stoning. Then he read what was before it and what was after it. Abdullah ibn Salam told him to lift his hand. He lifted his hand and there was the ayah of stoning. They said, he has spoken the truth, Muhammad. The ayah of stoning is in it. So the messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, gave the order and they were stoned. It was confirmed in Al-Bukhari, Muslim and others. Number 11, cross-dressing. In Deuteronomy 22:5, the woman shall not wear that which pertain unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord your God. It was narrated that Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, said, the messenger of Allah, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, curse the man who wears woman's clothing and the woman who wears men's clothing. Narrated by Abu Dawud and classed as Sahih by An-Nawawi in Al-Majmu'. And the last one is God's love comes first. In Matthew 10:37, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. This was confirmed by Quran. Say, O Muhammad, if your fathers, your sons, your brothers, your wife, your relative, wealth which you have obtained, commerce wherein you fear decline, and dwellings with which you are pleased are more beloved to you than Allah and His Messenger, and jihad in His cause, then wait until Allah executes His command. And Allah does not guide the defiantly disobedient people. As we can see now, God sent all the prophets carrying the message of the monotheism of God, that is Allah, and their scriptures basically teaching the same teaching, but was altered by their scholars and thus fooled the commoners. Till now, today, this is the end of today's video. Hope you can find the truth through it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.